ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. First down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray, escaping the pressure right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Murray off play action. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Stenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down. McGee. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. McGee. Throw left side to Reynolds. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Naheem Hines. Hines now on the return. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. This to Hines on the drop-off. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a third down. We're scoreless after one. On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Off play action. McGee. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dayo Odengbo able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, the left side completion to Jones. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Stinson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Off the bootleg. McGee. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this returnable for Hines. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And some room to work.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first and 10, McGee. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
On first and 10, here's Murray. flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Murray forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Murray now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, McGee. Throw left side, complete to Moss. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, Stinson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down, McGee is going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
53 is the block. 53. Check 53.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. Now Murray off play action. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Murray now. Escaping the press. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Albert Okuegbunam there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stinson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Stinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Off the bootleg. McGee. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of it, George, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. From the gun, McGee. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first down. McGee, flush to his right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Steps away to nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.